this beautiful divine intelligence that thrives within us. It's all around us. We want to activate it. And I want to reference my book, You Are Enough, because I think that worthiness, that overthinking can really get in the way of us activating that divine intelligence that lives within us. There's this creative spark that's within you. I saw this quote that said, birds don't need to be taught how to fly. They just know. Fish don't need to be taught how to swim. They just innately can. And it's the same for humans. We are innately divine. We have this beautiful creative spark within us that longs to be expressed. And that looks so different for everybody. Now, the reason I wrote my fourth book was because a lot of us are overthinkers. We're achievers. We show up for other people. It's never enough. We never feel enough. We always are kind of made to feel small or like we're too much, not enough, all those different lies that our brain will tell us. And I think as we let go of some of that unworthiness or some of that overthinking, which is a big one for me, raise your hand if you're also an overthinker, you can really activate and awaken that intuition. And the more that you tune into that, the more you're going to know what that beautiful satisfaction and happiness looks like for you. I've got a lot of people joining us live. Let me know what that fulfillment piece looks like for you. Not everybody's certain on that. And I think sometimes that's because we don't feel worthy. We don't feel enough. We feel like we're giving everything to our kids or our family or our community or our job. And when we're looking at awakening that divine intelligence, I'm not talking about just sitting in a quiet room meditating for hours and hours. It's starting to get curious, starting to notice the things in your life that are beautiful and blessed, and really coming back to simplicity. Now, when I flipped this book open before I came live, I flipped to page 123 in You Are Enough. And this is the chapter, Send Healing Light to Your Kids. So in this book, I talk a lot about the worthiness reflections in our lives and how the people in our lives, our friends, our origin families, our parents, our kids, can really mirror back sometimes that insecurity or that unworthiness or those self-doubts that we tend to have latch on right here in the brain. And when I flipped to this chapter, I was like, well, what does this have to do with divine intelligence and welcoming it in? And I kept reading, and on page 123, it says, when I feel overwhelmed by the heavy burdens of motherhood, I remind myself that my job is simply to love my girls and to show up each day, surrendering and trusting in the divine to guide me through all the various stages and squiggles of their journeys. Where can you surrender? When self-sabotaging thoughts have you convinced that you're screwing up, those doubts can compound and push you down the vibrational scale, like those denser emotions like shame and frustration, causing you to feel like a terrible human. When this happens and you need a reminder of just how amazing you truly are, use the following meditation. And I have a beautiful meditation. My books are full of exercises and meditations, but it is sometimes just that simple, that surrendering, that taking one moment in your busy day to go, okay, how can I look for more beauty? How can I look for that proof that there is a spark, there is something bigger than me? How can I welcome that in? How can I be in this moment and know that that's enough? How can I be like the bird and just know that I can fly? How can I be like the fish and just know that I can swim? How can I just become who I'm meant to be instead of forcing it, making it happen, pushing myself to achieve or get to that next level, etc., etc. And if you need help because you feel blocked, this book is so beautiful. You can, as I do with all my books, flip it open, and the page you flip to is exactly what's meant. Now, I just happened to flip to the soul contracts page, which talks about these energetic connections in our lives and how they are meant to help mirror to us what we're here to learn, the intelligence within us that's meant to rise up and out. And there's an activation at the end of every chapter of this book. I'm going to read this one because that's what I was just kind of felt called to do. The angels were like, if someone needs to hear this. Angels, please help me to understand the soul contracts I have. Bring my awareness to the lessons that I'm here to learn, and help me to learn them as quickly and painlessly as possible. Please help me to use this book to heal those patterns and limiting beliefs for the betterment of all involved. I am strong. I am ready to heal and let go. Please amplify this healing for the greater good. Thank you. And that intention, that openness, that's all it takes. A little bit of curiosity, a little bit of openness. So that is your challenge as we move into this last week of May. Be open. Ask where you can surrender a little bit. Ask how that divine intelligence is wanting to be expressed through you. Go and create something and share your light with the world. Thank you so much for joining me live and watching on the replay as well. I look forward to connecting with you next week at 11:11 and sharing the launch of lisadriver.com. Make sure you follow me on here, subscribe to my newsletter for the giveaways that are going to come with the launch of that website. So excited to finally share that with you guys. Can't wait. Have a great week.